Hello and welcome to another awesome video inside the media cabinet. My name is Joey and thanks for joining me for this awesome video today. I got another awesome book haul video for you guys. So I'm going to show you which books that I got, and then I'm going to do a one-page preview like I did on my last book haul video. So, before we get started, if you clicked on this video, it means you are a lover of all things media, whether it be Blu-rays, movie novelizations, or video games. But if you clicked on this particular video, it means you match in with that category of movie novelizations. And if you do like movie novelizations, there are some awesome channels to check out that I will drop in the description. I will drop some links, and those channels include Bryant VRM, The Geeks Attic, Stupid Chainsaw Productions, and Paper Movies Book Club. Those are 4 awesome channels to check out. There's also a Facebook page for the Paper Movies Book Club. So yeah, if you like anything that is associated with paper movies or just movie novelizations, definitely check out those videos, and like I said, I will drop the links in the comments and in the description below. So with all that being said, let's dive in to this awesome stack of books. So let's start with the first one. The official novelization of the blockbuster film, a novelization by Alan Dean Foster, based on the motion picture screenplay by Roberto Orci, Alex Kurtzman, and Damon Lindelof, based upon Star Trek, created by Gene Roddenberry, and that is Star Trek Into Darkness. Beautiful, beautiful novel here. Nice cover art, nice spine as well, and nice back cover. If you want to take some time, pause the video, and read the back of that. Now, compared to the 2009 Star Trek novel that I also have, this one is a lot thicker than that one. So, like I said, front cover, back cover, and spine. And now here is our one-page preview of this awesome book. Class M Planet, Naribu. It seemed as if not the supervolcano, but every square meter of solid ground on the planet was on the verge of shaking itself apart. The serpentine smoke cloud that emerged from the enormous towering cone stretched far out to sea, retaining its ominous coherence, even as it cast much of the ocean's surface in shadow. Struggling to escape the noxious gases that rose from the planet's interior, troubled flying creatures sought clearer air to the north and south. Meanwhile, landslides periodically thundered down the volcano's slopes as its insides continued to swell, while the magma-clogged throat coughed and rumbled threateningly. Far below the outer planetary crust, something was, and that's it. That's the one-page preview of Star Trek Into Darkness. I love these movies. I wish they would have continued and made a novel for Star Trek Beyond. I really, like I said, Alan Dean Foster is an amazing author, and it's sad that it had to, that they didn't make a novel for Beyond, because I really think Beyond was such a good movie. So, moving on, we got book number 2. Now a major motion picture from Universal Pictures by Peter David, based on the motion picture screenplay written by James Schumes. I think I said that wrong. I really did. We have Hulk. Wonderful, wonderful cover here. Kind of matches the cover art for the DVD. And nice green Hulk. Oh, I think, nope, that's not upside down. And then, of course, you got the Del Rey logo at the top, and then nice little description on the back. So, if you want, like I said, if you want to go ahead, pause the video, read the description. And with all that being said, let's jump into our one-page preview. Nice little, like, I guess you could say art on the inside. Part 1. ID. Suspicion. David Banner had just made his son Bruce angry and discovered that he rather liked it. David had an attitude of quiet yet desperate genius about him, with eyes that glittered with intelligence and fox-like face that suggested not only cunning, but also an insanable desire to learn the truth about things. His hair was thick and brown, and he wore it combed back. He was dressed in a suit he'd worn to work that day. It wasn't unusual, however, for him to spend time with baby Bruce, from the moment he came home until his wife, Edith, told him that dinner was served. David sat on the floor, keeping a weary eye on the kitchen. He heard Edith within, banging around pots and pans and doing whatever the hell it was she did that made most of their dinners taste so vile. But his focus at that moment wasn't on how her beef stroganoff was going to turn out, but instead on the activities of his infant son. There was Bruce, 6 months old, crawling along nicely. He had been developing swiftly in terms of his assorted motor skills, even though the boy himself had been small at birth and probably wasn't going to grow up to be any sort of Goliath. He was also, however, overly dependent on the pacifier, sucking on it with vacuum-like force. And that's where we end. And that was our one-page preview and look at Hulk. Can't wait to read this one. Once I get finished with the MonsterVerse books, Godzilla, Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong, then I'm going to jump into the Marvel books. So I'm going to start with Spider-Man, the Spider-Man novels, and then work my way down to Hulk and X-Men 2 and, Ghost Rider and everything. So looking forward to reading those. And our final book in the pile, now a major motion picture from Marvel Studios, again written by Peter David, based on the screenplay by Edward Norton and Zach Penn. We have The Incredible Hulk. Not much art going on this cover. I thought that we would have seen like the backside of Hulk. But I mean, it's okay. It's very minimalistic, and you got your spine. And again, if you want to pause and read the back little description. So yeah, definitely smaller, a little bit less thicker than the first Hulk. So Hulk has, let's see, Hulk has 338 pages, and Incredible Hulk has 310 pages. So less pages, more pages. So, and with that being said, let's jump into our one-page preview for The Incredible Hulk. Little art in there. Looks almost like a comic book more. Oh, this is cool. So the dedication says, to Stan and Jack, the epitomes of incredible. That is really cool. And here's our one-page preview. Prologue. It had been in the Arctic. The hunted man remembered that was where the story had climaxed. He even remembered the first time he had heard the story, at the knee of his mother reading him the classic original book Frankenstein, because she felt the various movie versions had done a pathetic job of conveying the complexity and majesty of the original tale. He had seen the climactic confrontation so vividly in his mind when she had read it. The writing style had been old-fashioned and formal, but she had made it come alive to him. He had not consistently thought about that time for many a year. Now he began to realize that his compulsion to go to the Arctic might well have had its roots in the story that his mother had read. That was why it had felt right somehow. It just seemed the natural place for all of it to be brought to a climax. The trucker who had given him a lift was a heavy-set, grizzly bear of a mountain man, with a craggy, weathered face that seemed to have as much mileage upon it as he had logged in his trucking career. His name was Don or Dan or something like that. He'd introduce himself when he'd been kind enough to bring his big rig to a halt along the barren road and pick up the hunted man. He'd ask the hunted man his name, and naturally, and that's where we end. It's like a cliffhanger. That's what I do with these. So, that is a wrap up on another awesome video. Free awesome books. Can't wait to dive into these. Still reading Godzilla, King of the Monsters right now. Really enjoying it. Almost through it, I think. So, thank you again for clicking on this video. If you liked this video, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and if you want to see more awesome videos, like I said, I look over and review every piece of media, whether it be movies, video games, and movie novels. So, if that is stuff that spikes your fancy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And remember, I post a new video every Friday. Yes, I didn't post a video yesterday, so that's why it's Saturday and I posted it today. But thanks again for joining me, folks, and I will see you guys next time in the Media Cabinet. Peace.